For the next 3 days, you're going to have the opportunity to dart some of the best epics in the game. Not necessarily the best because individually they're the best, but the best because they make up some of the best uniques in the game. Now, before we get started, there's, as you'll notice on my screen here, there's a wild Pyroraptor spawned kind of far away. I don't know that I'm gonna have time to get over there, but what I'm gonna do for today's video is I'm gonna go around and I'm going to dart every single one of the epics. So I've got to find an Anki, I've got to find an Erlikosaurus, I've got to find a Kentrosaurus, a Rajasaurus, a Sinoceratops, and a T-Rex. Also, before we get going too deep in today's video, I want to look at our supply spree event that we have going on. We have the rest of today to do this, and honestly, we're not going to get anywhere near the 50 million. That's a done deal. And I'm not going to suggest that people stop spending supply drops because we still need to get over. No, I am. I'm actually going to suggest people stop spending supply drops more than you just need to, because at this point, 200 hard cash, which is where we are, is probably better than the incubator that is available for hitting the, for surpassing 30 million. So, or maybe if we have to get to 30 million, whatever it is. Let's get to the point where we get to 200 hard cash, and I think that's better than the incubator that we would get if we crossed over the threshold for the 200 hard cash. But with all that being said, let's start some epic dinosaurs. The very first epic that we're gonna dart today is going to be one that I darted just a couple of days ago when I did my scent capsule in the park, and that is going to be Kentrosaurus. Kentrosaurus is not going to be an extremely difficult one to dart, definitely not the most difficult to dart out of this, what is it, 6? Which we have 18 attempts over 3 days. For me, I don't know, like, dart whatever you need. I can't tell you what to dart. I don't know what the makeup of your team is. If you have a team full of fast dinosaurs, you probably don't need Erlikosaurus. If you have a team full of chompers, you might not need T-Rex, although everybody needs T-Rex. So I can't tell you guys what to dart or what to go for this weekend, because it really depends on what your team is consistent of. And as such, I don't know what I need. I'm just gonna go in this video and dart all of the epics so that you guys can look to see how difficult they are to dart. My guess is the most difficult is going to be T-Rex, probably the easiest is gonna be Anki, and everything else will fall in between there. So here I go, and I apologize today where I'm at. It's really windy. So I apologize if there's a ton of noise coming through my camera microphone. There's nothing I can do about that. All right, Kentrosaurus. Tail shot, head shots, and then tail shots are gonna be the problems on this one. So far, not too bad. It is a pretty vast distance that you have to cover when you have to go head to tail. But so far, you know, aside from that, I'm doing all right. This is not going to be an amazing total. I'm going more for accuracy than speed, and 198 is a good start, especially for Kentrosaurus, which I just never see because I just don't spend any time in local ones. And don't forget, you do have the treasure chases, and then there's a T-Rex over there, and a Kentro, and the Pyro, which maybe I'll try to go get that Pyro since it is a natural spawn. Dinosaur number 2 on our list is the infamous T-Rex. Now, my guess is that T-Rex is going to be the most difficult of all of these. Whoa, better launch this before I get further away than 50 meters. But my guess is this will be the most difficult one if you're going for T-Rex to dart. The circle looks huge, especially compared to Kentro. It's the movements of T-Rex, and it's the T-Rex moving from the head to the tail wagging. It just becomes extremely difficult really quickly. So here I go. Anything above 150 I think is probably going to be a good darting session. That first one as a direct hit is ever so important, and you see what I mean about having to go from head to tail and then back up to the head and then to the mid body. So it is going to take like a little bit of luck. If you get lucky where your darting spots all kind of stay in the middle or up towards the head, then you could be okay to get a really big total. But 176, I think I did 178 on Kentro, and I think Kentro was the easier of the two, so I'm extremely happy with 178. Looking around, I've got an Anki and nothing else, but as you can see, I have a bunch of options out there. So off to the Anki to spin that one and See how easy that is? I think that's gonna be the easiest of the bunch though. Once again, I apologize for any wind or lawnmower noise that there is out here. What can you do? And I had to put on the sunglasses. Like, it is legit super windy. I'm sure you guys know that by now. And the wind, when I don't have my glasses on, just tears right across my eyes and makes them water up. And then I really can't see because I feel like I'm crying or something. But the show must go on. So we have Anki, and I hope that my mic is shielded from the wind a little bit. And if not, I do apologize once again. But here we go. What I think should be probably the easiest of them all, I'm actually looking for well over 200. Somewhere between like 225 and 250, I think is a reasonable expectation for me on this particular dinosaur. And here we go. It moves so slow. Now the target, you'll notice, is significantly smaller than it was on T-Rex, but, oh, and when you miss, that's no good. But, wow, I'm all over the place on my darts here. But as you can see, like, aside from me just erratically throwing my drone all over the map, it is not difficult to go from one end to the other. And not even 200, which is a disappointment, but you saw how bad I was darting that, and I still almost got 200. I don't know, my sensitivity is off. My thumb, my dexterity is completely wackadoo right now. And, okay, I see a cyno. I know that somewhere, over somewhere, there's an Erlikosaurus. So we've done 3 so far. I think we have 3 more to go. I'm gonna continue walking, and we're probably gonna head out towards that cyno, and it looks like we have, I mean, there are supply drops all over the place here. This is a great little park, and I should be able to knock this out pretty quickly for you guys. Had to change the plans a little bit. The cyno I actually couldn't reach. It's part of the park, but it's not an accessible part of the park. So what we have is we have Erlikosaurus now, and Erlikosaurus, I've been really lucky over the last week or so when I'm putting together these prep videos for how to get the uniques, by the way that I've come across 2 Kentros, 2 cynos, and 2 Erlikosaurus previous to today's video, and this is a bloodbath for me right here. Definitely not how you want to dart this extremely rare spawn. 166 so far, my worst of all of them. Wasn't really anything all that difficult about it, just bad darting on my part. And while I'm here, I don't think I have anything else new to dart in the local vicinity. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of go against what I said and I'm going to change patterns a little bit. And what I mean by that is I'm actually looking to unlock 4 unique dinosaurs this week. And I think in order to do that, I need to look to check my inventory to see how I stand on some of these. So the 4 that I'm looking to unlock this week are going to be the Trico, the Erlodomus, the Paramoloch, and the Diorajosaur. And with that being the case, I think if I go here, I'm gonna have enough to get another fuse. The 10s are continuing. I think on camera, I think that's 7 straight 10s that I've had on camera. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's 8 straight 10s on the camera. The good news is, even if I keep going 10s, I'm going to make it to 50. Wow, this is a bad streak. But when you get to 90, you're gonna get 9 10s to counter that, because your average is gonna be 20. And I kind of hope if I just go 10-10 here, that's a lot of 10s in a row. Honestly, I'm hoping for a 10. I'm not gonna lie, because I want my big number. I want my big number to be on Trico, like a 70. That's how big of a number I'm talking here. It's not gonna happen, but a 20, okay. So, doing the math, I need 3 more fuses on Trico to unlock it, or if I dart it one time over the weekend, I need 50 or more. I think Trico is going to be rather difficult. If I go to Erlodomus, I need 5 more fusions here. I can do quite a bit of damage with my Indominus Rex, so I'm going to level this up real quick. Okay, so now I have, well, I'm going to do I guess 2 more fuses. That'll get me 4 fuses. Maybe I'm gonna do 3 more fuses. If I get my 20, I'm good here. If I go another 10, I'm not good here. 30, so that's perfect. So now, I'm gonna slide over to Urlodomus. 5 fuses, I have 4 ready to go, but I only have 1 Erlikosaurus ready to go. So I probably didn't need to waste all my Velociraptor. Yo. Okay. Now I want to go get. Now I want to dart another Erlikosaurus. Do I have another Erlikosaurus nearby? And before I do all that, there's something I have to do that I've been putting off forever, but something that I have to do at level 19. My Tujangosaurus doesn't do me any good till it's at level 20. So now we're at level 20, and I could probably do some decent damage on Dio Raja. Not really. No, not really there. And what about on my Toromoloch? Again, 4 fuses here. Well, I only need 5, 6. See what happens. Not this again. I just got an 80 though, so I cannot complain. But man, when you're fusing uniques and you get 10s, you're just like, stab me in the heart because this sucks. But then when you hit that 80, you're like, yo, what is up? And was that just a 70? Am I gonna lock 2 uniques in this one video? Like, come on, fingers crossed, 20. Yes. There's 1 unique ready to go. That's great. So now, I've got one of the 4 that I wanted to do. There's another Erlikosaurus over there. I don't know if I can get there, but I'm gonna head over there, hopefully get over 200, then come back and see if I can throw down a 20 on Urlodomus. Fingers crossed. This could be a great video. This is gonna be my revenge attempt at Erlikosaurus. I think I have around 50 DNA. I'm not gonna get like 350 off of this, so there's no chance of getting 2 fusions. So I hope I just have to dart 1 time. 200 DNA is what I'm looking for, and then 1 fusion for 20. And we have 2 uniques opened in the same video. Obviously I have not watched all of everybody's Jurassic World Alive videos, but I'm not sure if anybody's ever unlocked 2 uniques in 1 video before. Probably because they wanted to save it for multiple videos. And I'm not doing great. I need to get to 200. I'm having a terrible time darting today. It's just not my day for... I'm getting the lucky fuses. I'm not getting the good darting sessions. 194. Erlikosaurus, if you're at level 20, you should be able to get over 200 on. I feel pretty confident in saying. But, fingers crossed. I've had some amazing fusions. I'm due for a lot of 10s. I realize this. And that makes me sad, but I did get a lot of 10s already. I don't want to fuse that. Looking for a 20. Looking for a 20, and... No! No! Damn. A 20, man. Okay, well, my next Erlikosaurus encounter is going to be good enough. And wow, there's a Spinosaurus Gen 2, rumored to be getting a hybrid soon. I'm going to dart that off camera, and then I'm going to go try to find 1 more Erlikosaurus because I really want to unlock Urlodomus today. I found the last Erlikosaurus that I needed. I did get over 200. Darting, actually I think I got like 198, so it's going to put me over 200 total, which means that I can now go unlock the 2nd unique dinosaur of the week. No matter what, I'm guaranteed, luckily I'm guaranteed at least 10 here, and that's all that I get. First of the 2 uniques. Urlodomus is pretty good. It's I don't think it's amazing, but it's good because of the cloak. And so if you remember in the early battles of the arena when you're making your way up, the same way that you'd use Indominus Rex, Urlodomus is a good fill there, just faster. And let me tell you, coming off the cloak, if it crits, it's like 7,000 damage, which not really anything can survive. So definitely worth running on your team. Again, it all is just going to depend on what the makeup of your team is. So without further ado, this is exciting. I love creating new uniques. There you go. 2351 health, speed of 129, damage of 1176. The moves are going to be, it's got cloak. Not really sure what just happened here, but that looks kind of cool. I have to screenshot that. Minimal speed of strike increases your speed 10% for 3 turns. Rampage, 2 times damage. Strike and 1 times damage with the automatic swap. And then of course, the cloak, it is immune. Nice tool set there. Moving on to Tora Moloch. Not a lot of people run Tora Moloch. I don't know. I don't know why. It's got a nice cool toolkit. It's got a ton of health. Maybe it just doesn't do enough damage. I'm looking at 839 damage with a health of over 3,700. So that seems pretty decent to me. Superiority strike, speed of 126. Impact and run, slowing impact. It's going to do 1.5 times damage, same as impact and run. Greater stunning impact, deal 1.5 times damage with a 75% stun and a counterattack of 0.5 times damage. So, like, there's a lot to like there. A lot of, I've added 2 new swapping dinosaurs to my team, so I'm going to have to think of something a team to put together. I want to take them in the battle. I'm super excited to take them in the battle, but it's so windy and this video is already so long that I'm going to wait and save that for another video. So let me know what you think. Do you like the new strategy that I'm going for, where I'm just going to unlock them as I go and then cater and funnel my attempts on the stuff that I've yet to unlock for the rest of the week? Let me know what you think about that. That's all I've got for this one. So until next time.